Good morning. You're listening to FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. This morning, my guest is Thomas Baert, the president of CFL Creative Flooring Solutions. Thomas, how you doing?
Good morning, Kemp. Great to hear your voice.
It's good to talk to you. I know I've caught you in Belgium. We did a focus on leadership on you in February of last year. If anybody wants to go back and refer to that, I want to talk to you about a new product that actually Bruce Wicker told me about when he went to Domatex, and you're going to be debuting it at surfaces as well. It's called Atroguard. We'll get to that in just a minute. First, a little background. CFL is the global leader in the production of SPC. You have manufacturing facilities all over the world. You have them in mainland China, in Vietnam, and you have a massive plant you've been building in Cartersville as well, right?
That's correct.
So how's business right now?
Well, business has been a challenge. I think the reality is that the last quarter of 2022 was absolutely not the paradise. Even today, business is relatively slow. But I have to say, our people are very optimistic about 2023. At least the budgets look great, and we are very excited about the new products we're bringing to market.
Well, when I go down the interstate between Dalton and Cartersville and I see your massive facility over there, I know that you've got a major investment there. And much of that is SPC production, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. What we're talking about today, though, is a disruptor in the laminate flooring category, correct?
Well, that's correct, Kemp. In reality, I think laminate flooring is an industry with very little innovation the last couple of years. I think we all have been talking mainly about SPC and WPC. And I think the main reason why there was so little innovation is that this industry is actually dominated by massive big manufacturers who focus on manufacturing efficiency and automation and mainly focusing on cost reduction. But we believe that this industry has enormous growth potential. And at CFL, we like to focus on what the customer wants. And that's why we have brought up a total new product category within laminate flooring. And this comes out of the customer centricity that we believe is very important, to focus on the customer. And that's why we are presenting this new product next week, what we call Atroguard Q, which is the only and the first quiet silent laminate flooring. And we are very excited about it.
You know, you've been an innovator in many categories. You know, you invented on the LVT side this B-Light dematerialization product, and for several years you've brought innovation to the business. So this is a sound deadener. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, I think a lot of people in the past have pretended to come out with more quiet laminates, and this they usually did by adding a different back layer. But to me, this was more like a good marketing story where there was hardly any difference between the different products. What we develop here is a totally new technology, patent pending, which totally changed the category. So I think laminate basically has still many advantages. The advantage of laminate was and is that it is highly scratch resistant. When we brought to market in 2013 as first company the water resistant laminate flooring, this was actually done with a special HDF core, which was allowing the product to be installed in bigger areas. So what we're doing now in 2023, we do it again. We want to bring it to the next level again, specifically on the sound. And we believe that sound is the most important unique product that is needed for the market. Maybe I can refer to all the listeners to you today. When was the last time you were in a restaurant and you were annoyed by noise around you? I think that's why we have solutions. So we basically combine the different features and take away certain drawbacks that laminate had, still highly scratch resistant, can be installed in bigger areas, and has that sound feature. So we basically think we can bring the category to a new level again.
Okay, so it's bulletproof like a lot of laminate is because of its melamine wear surface, and you further developed it to eliminate sound. And I know that there's reflective sound and there's sound transfer from floor to floor, which is a huge issue in the apartment business and the multifamily business. So it sounds like you really hit on something here. Now tell me, at surfaces, I understand you have some special way of demonstrating how this works, right?
Yeah, we will have professional system to show it to people through a computer system that people can hear the amount of decibels. But actually, to be honest, it's so easy to show. I mean, a true story is easy to tell the story, and I think we are excited to show this on the CFL booth at Surfaces. And we think that people will get it. Actually, it's very funny. I was showing the product last week in Germany, and a big customer told me he was making fun. He says, Thomas, I feel like a chat GPT vibe as I'm looking at your product. This is really disrupting the industry. So I thought this was a pretty good compliment.
Okay, sounds like definitely worth take a look in Las Vegas next week. Do you remember what your booth number is?
Our booth number is 3225. So we will be presenting that product to a limited amount of channels, and we are extremely excited about being there. I can love to have you as first on our booth, and let's be ready for next Surfaces, the best ever.
Okay, great, Thomas. Thanks for spending time with our listeners and telling them about your new laminate sound deadening intellectual property called Atroguard Q. Again, we've been talking to Thomas Baert, the president of Creative Flooring Solutions, CFL, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.